Welcome back. Today we're going to be changing the out the instrument light panels, instrument panel lights for the dash. I have currently red and orange in here, and or blue and orange, and the blue is going out. So I don't know if you can see that, but that's what I have now, because I bought blue lights a few years ago, and I wanted everything to be blue, but I didn't realize how many lights there were, and there were 4. So I ended up just putting in the 2, and now you can see I've got a little waning there. So I'm going to change them. I've got this Phillips lights, got from Rock Auto. Got 4 of them, and we're going to get replaced. So what we have to do is, first we've got to remove this panel here. There is this button with the push in, and then you have this one with a push in, so you remove that. Remove the bezel here. Well, last time I did this whole thing came out, and then obviously we got to remove the quarter panel. I've seen people remove the steering wheel cover. I don't know if I'm going to do that because I didn't have to the last time. And then we have to remove all this. So this is where I'm at. So I had to do this a little differently, as you can tell. Well, I don't think you can tell, but I'll get you there. All right, so what I did was I did a little bit backwards than the recommended approach, and I took off the bottom panel first. Okay, it is attached by the hood. I don't have a rear diff switch. All I have here is, looks like I got a spot for a diff switch. That's interesting. I got some more accessory plugs that aren't plugged in. Oh, that's cool. Okay. So then I removed that, and then I started removing this. Now there is a vent. The floor vent is connected to the vent that goes here on the panel that I have put in the floor. Okay, so the floor vent connects to here, and you have to take that down. So there's a bracket that's right here, right here, that goes into that. So when you get it back in, you got to push this back up, and then you can put it in. So on the panel that come out, like I said, I didn't have to remove that last time. I didn't remove the middle last time either, but now that I know how, I went ahead and did it. And it was a little difficult to remove because that bottom was stuck on there. But once you got the bottom off, the top pretty much started snapping. And now this actually sits right behind that middle, so that's why you need to remove it. But what tripped me up was this. The steering wheel adjustment is getting in the way of this and causing me pains. But I've got everything out, and basically I'm ready to pull out the dash. So what we have is you pull this out. Okay, it slides right out, purdy like. And then I should be able to maneuver it well enough to undo these cords and then pull it out and change the bulbs. So we'll do that real quick. Okay, so now I got it out, and you can see on the back you have this, 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 and this. They all need to come out and to get changed. So you just twist them a little to the left and you pull them out, and there's my originals. Bulbs are 16 years old. These have never been changed. I did change the middle 2 with these piece of craps. As you can see, look, that's why it wasn't going to work. Look at that. You know, I think at one point I had a cat, and I think the cat bit it. I don't remember. I know that I had bought some and the cat bit one when I first changed them, so I don't remember completely. But that's the gist of it. So I'm gonna go ahead and change them, and I'll show you how to change one and then I'll change the rest. So here's the new LED from Philips. It does have polarity. Should see a negative there and then positive. So if you put them in and they don't work, you probably got the polarity reverse. Just take them out, swap them, put them back in. So let me see how to do this with one hand. Should just pull out. Yep. It just pulls out. All right. I'm just looking to see if there's any type of polarity reading on here. Doesn't seem to be at all. So I'm just gonna snap it in. All right, now the new one's in. I'm just gonna take it, flick it right back in. All right, so I'm gonna do that for these 4. I'm not changing anything else because I don't really care. So the polarity wrong. So I had to go change it. What I did was, I'll tell you in a second. Let me turn the lights on. So as you can tell, I have white. And I did go with the white, and I did it on purpose after watching another video because I'm older now. Blue is cool, I like blue, but I'd rather have quality and I'd rather be able to see what I'm doing. So it does look good. I know it's dirty. I should have probably cleaned it. See a whole lot better. I like that white, and I think it's gonna look really good. So you do have to plug in the dimmer switch. So I've got that plugged in. And what I did was, when I had it upside down, I had the I made sure the negatives were all at the top. So I had polarity correct across the board, or at least in the same orientation. And I guess that was wrong, so I had to make sure. I just flipped it around. So if you're doing this and you don't want to make an extra step, put the positives at the top. Just remember, when you're putting the lights in, put the positive side towards the top of the thing. When you're putting them in, just put them all in and it should work first time. So I'm going to go ahead and button it all back up if I can, and we'll show you the finished product. Okay, so I've got her back together. Just want to check and make sure that my vents blow in the right spot, and yeah, they do. So all my vents are blowed again. My lights turn on. All my lights come on. That works. Switch. AC comes on. Radio still works. Clock works. That works. The dimmer works. And of course the clutch start cancel. Make sure we're in neutral. Oh, I gotta turn that on. Turn the car on. Push the clutch start cancel. As you can see, my foot's off the clutch. Alright, that still works. So, and I didn't have any screws left over. So that's what I had left over, just the lights. And I wanted to change out these because they're orange, if you can tell. And what I found out was, I thought I could put like white, change the rubber on the light itself. But when you peel this off, on the back of everything that's white, it's painted orange, to include this. Has an orange little glowy light in it. See? So if I wanted to change all this, I'd have to, I'd actually have to either scrape the paint off and repaint it with another clear light paint, or this, you know, a light through paint, and anything like that. So that's it. Just to go over the steps again, you pull out these tabs down here, you push them in and pull them out, and then you have to pull out the tab to reset it when you put it back in. Pull those out, remove your ashtray, pull this off. It can be a little stuck, so it's just plastic. Pull it off, give it a good amount of force. Pull this off. I did remove my cigarette lighter. Pull this panel off back. You don't have to remove anything here. Take off the bottom panel, get that out of the way. It would have been easier if I took my steering covers off, but I've got a airbag light right there, and I'm just not 100% certain what the heck had happened, so I didn't want to blow myself up. But anyway, you take the steering covers off. Do have access screws here and here, and then you just pull them apart. They're a two-part system. Just grab them, pull them apart. There is another screw, I think, on the bottom. Yeah, it's like right there. Pull that out. And then the ignition and clock cover, that came out also. Obviously, you don't have to hook anything to it. It's not even screwed in. It's just kind of held there. You can see here that it didn't seat back properly. Or it did, but it's been bent a little bit, warped. And then you pull this out. So the reason you have to pull off the middle panel is because this panel is underneath. It's underneath the middle panel. There are 2 screws up here you have to take out, and then of course, like I said, the air vent. Yeah, I'll show it to you. Hold on, my brakes aren't that great, so I'm gonna put it in gear. Take the keys out. But the vent, if you can see, yes, it's dirty. It's a dirty truck, but not as bad. I don't think you can see the vent. I think it's hidden. Yeah, so it's under here. It's hidden by the panel. But anyway, it connects up to here, and this is a pain to get back in, but all in all, I'd say we're successful. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. I'm going to be doing more. I do have O2 sensor to change. I've got a tailgate that doesn't work, so I'm going to be changing that. A few bolts here. I've got the cover off that matches the back. I'll put that back on. And then, you know, we'll see what other projects we can do. All right, have a good one.